Spirit, one God, amen. What up, beloved? How y'all doing? I figured I'd be doing this live because this is a lot easier, as I've said in the past. But how y'all doing? What's good? As y'all can tell, I done cut my hair because this is the only hairstyle I know, and it is far easier for me to do this than it is to do anything else. Um, anyway, so as y'all can tell by the title of this video, I'm gonna be talking about sort of, kind of, maybe how Orthodoxy has ruined hip hop for me, and I like it, kinda. Anyway, so what spurred this video? Spurred? Y'all know what I'm talking about. What caused me to make this was I was sitting there watching this video by CL. If y'all know who CL is, CL is the or is the she's was a member, probably still is a member. I don't know, of the K-pop group 2NE1 or 21. It's like the number two, the letter N, the letter E, and the number one. Right? They're pretty, like, really not pretty. They're really big K-pop girl group. And CL was one of the members. She was like the rapper in the group. And if y'all ever watch K-pop, I'm not a I'm not huge into it, but I've seen a good bit of it, and a lot of my friends are into it. Especially here in Japan, like there's a lot of people in Japan that are like crazy into K-pop. One of the big differences, I think, or the most notable differences between K-pop, Korean pop music, and um, Japanese pop music, is that, like, in K-pop, you'll have the rappers, right? And the rappers go hard. Like, I love, like, compared to Japanese music, the rappers in K-pop are like much better. You know what I'm saying? They go hard with the rapping. Like, it's believable. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop in Korea is much more believable than it is in Japan, right? And that could be like a cultural. Obviously, it's got to be like a cultural difference, but yeah. So I like when K-pop starts to dip into the hip hop a little bit. You feel me? But you know that being said, man, the more I continue being Orthodox, like, it just ruins stuff for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just ruins music. Not in a bad way, obviously, but like, okay, let me try to explain it. Okay, so I'm watching this video by CL, and forgive me, this is the name of the video. This name of the song is called "Hello Bitches," right? And I'm sitting there watching it, and it's got, if y'all watch hip hop music now or recently, it's kind of got the whole formula down. You feel me? It's got the sexy women, it's got the aggressive attitude. It's got the references to money. I'm balling. Got making all this paper. All this stuff. You know, eh, you know, um, and the more I get into Orthodoxy, the more I read into, like, the church fathers and mothers and elders and desert fathers and mothers and saints and all this other stuff. It's just like it just ruins it, because it's like, what are you doing? There's so much more out there. You feel me? I'm not even gonna call it a waste. It's most definitely not a waste, because, like, if y'all know anything about the history of hip hop music, of rap music, of gangster rap and stuff like that, it comes from real places. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially, I was thinking about this, NWA from the US, right? With Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, Easy E, MC was MC Ren, and all of them, that when they created this gangster rap genre, talk about killing people and people getting shot, you know, it came from a real place. They were trying to be like, yo, this is a story we feel needs to be told that no one's listening to. You feel me? This, the pain of the people in this area must be heard, and this is the form with which we're going to express and articulate that pain. You know what I'm saying? In the form of what we call gangster rap. So, like, that has a purpose. It has a meaning to it. Oddly enough, now it has become, in my humble opinion, as someone who has been in self-imposed exile for 6 years in Japan, I'm drifting away from modern music in America, so I don't know anymore. But from the rap and stuff I listen to from now, it's basically just following a fashion formula, in my humble ignorant opinion. You feel me? It's like, yeah, you gotta talk about the money, talk about the drugs, talk about the the getting your girl. Which, on a side note, I'm like, is that really something you want to be like, yo, man, I stole your girl? I'm like, do I want somebody that's just gonna easily leave me for somebody else? That's another thing. Sorry. So it's just this. It seems to be. I don't know. I can't judge. It seems to be a formula. You feel me? And it. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it because there's so much more. That's the best way I can articulate it. There's so much more. Like, for instance, right, in the video with the hello bitches, she's talking about I don't understand. It's like it's in Korean with bits of English because her English is actually really good. Um, and there's one part talking about like her grill shining, got the diamonds or something. And I'm thinking, can't you give the money for those diamonds to a poor person? Like that thought crosses my head. Or, the thought of the whole aggression, of being angry at somebody and like, yo, I'm gonna get you, but like, why don't you forgive them? Why don't you try to embrace them? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, man. Hold on. Did I get a message? Hold on. Oh wait. Oh, I got a message. Hold on. I got to get up close to see stuff. Yeah, we have. You're right. Who is it? Who is it? Scott. C. Scott. Hello, beloved. Um, Yeah, kinda. I plan to be in Japan a while. I mean, I don't see any reason to go back other than my family. One reason why I'm in Japan is because, um, you know, because my eyes, man. Like in America, you got to drive everywhere, and I can't drive. I can probably never get a license, so it's a lot easier for me to be here. But no, okay, all right, bruh. Like you brought up with the shallow thing. Yeah, we are. We are really shallow. And I will continue to say we, no matter what country I live in, because we as humanity, we are shallow. Even if you change societies, you change languages, we're shallow. You feel me? That's why we go through Great Lent. That's why we struggle through Great Lent of saying like, yo, uh, we need to take some time to clean ourselves up to get ready for what's happening. You feel me? And coming from an American Protestant background, saying Southern Baptist Church and all that stuff, is you didn't think about that. Of course, you got the whole like I'm a sinner thing, and then God forgave us, and our debt's been paid and whatnot. But there's not that. Okay, strap yourself in. We're gonna go on a ride deep down into your soul, and then we're gonna clean the stuff out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I'm saved, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, no, we gonna actually figure out. It's like for example, it's like with my apartment, you feel me? It's like if you come to my apartment and you only come into the entrance, and like let's imagine the entirety of my apartment is just filled with all these books and papers and cans and trash, right? Let's just assume all of my apartment is super dirty and you only come into the entrance. And then you see me take a piece of paper on the floor of the entrance of my apartment and gently place it on top of another and say I've cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I've started barely, but I started, but I got a lot of work to do. It's like, nah, man, we as a society, yeah, we got some shallow stuff. But even with that, it's like, how do you articulate that. That's another thing why I'm like Orthodoxy has ruined music for me. You know what I'm saying? Is because it's like, how do you, because how do I connect that with a person? How do I articulate we are weak and we need to be healed? I'm learning here is I can't just say it like an argument like I used to get all of, like say, because I've met, for example, like I've met lots of people here in Japan and in the States, like Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, and stuff. And I would get into these religious discussions. I mean, let's be honest, debates. And I used to think like I'm actually doing something. You feel me? But I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm basically just like pounding up against a wall. I'm not actually doing anything. But in recent years, I've learned the beauty of what my priest in America said about that little droplets of water. You feel me? How like with prayer for he was using in reference to prayer, how like a droplet of water will slowly crack the rock of our hearts, and I think up until fairly recently, I've been trying to do the whole bucket approach. You know what I'm saying? It's like I find somebody that's not Orthodox or whatever, and I'm like, yo, I want to tell you all this stuff. Bah! And then it don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's my fault. You know what I'm saying? That's my fault. Because it's like I think I can tell people what to do, but it's like I haven't even cleaned myself up yet. So how can I start to tell something to somebody? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I think I got a message. I can't see that. Hold up. Yeah, man. Most definitely. Thank God the path exists. But it's hard. It's hard though. You know what I mean? It's hard. I don't like it sometimes. You feel me? It's bad though. No, it's definitely hard. It's a hard path. And that, I mean, that's paradoxically, if I'm using the word correctly, is why it's so beautiful, but why it's hard to talk about. You know what I mean? Because I can't tell you. You know what I mean? Not, I mean, I can't. Maybe y'all can. I can't because I ain't good with words, so I can't describe all of what I've experienced. So I'm just like, it's frustrating. Hold on, I got another message. Hold on. Y'all know I can't see nothing. I gotta get close. Hold on. I got two people watching me. Hey, we having like a conversation. I like that. Hold on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. I mean, because thank God I've been allowed to recognize at least something. Because I mean, like I said, I've said before, I've been in Japan 6 years as of the 12th of this month. Exactly 6 years on as of the 12th of this month. And most of that time, I've been alone. I've I met my wife. Uh, I met my wife in 2015, but like I've been physically alone because like um, when I first met my wife, she lived in another city from me when we started dating, so we were like 2 hours away from each other, and so I spent a lot of my time physically in my apartment alone. You know what I'm saying? And prior to her, getting baptized in the beginning for the wedding, um, I was the only Orthodox person I knew, really. And at that point, living in Fukushima, I mean, my coworker was Catholic, and that's my boy. That's my boy. I love him, and we got to talk, so that helped a lot. Um, because I had another Christian to talk to. You know what I'm saying? I met some other Christian friends in that town who obviously weren't Orthodox, but it gave me some sort of Christian community to talk to, which was thank God for that. Um, but I didn't get a lot of chance to meet people. I went to church maybe once a month because that was the only option I had really, um, and so it gave me a lot of time to just think, and I already think too much anyway, but it gave me a lot of time to think. And thanks be to God for the church in her in her beauty and wisdom that is just like it's allowed me to understand stuff about myself that is really really hard to admit to myself and really hard to notice, but it's all in the effort um, to get my heart pure. You dig? And with that, you know, going back to this music, um, with like hip hop and all this other stuff, it's like it's not even the fact that you know oh, it's bad music or you're talking about all this sinful stuff. Because I mean, if we go back to the word sin, unless I'm wrong, y'all correct me. I got two of y'all on here now, so y'all can double team me with the facts. Is it essentially meant to miss the mark, right? Like we had a target and we went off course, and also, like, who am I to sit there and say, oh no, you're doing all this sinful stuff? When I go to confession, I try to go to confession every morning before the service and confess all my sins and ask God, Lord God, forgive me, have mercy on me for the horrible things I've done and I've thought. But at the same time, oh my bad. But at the same time, I'm like, how dare you do that? It's stupid. Makes sense. Don't make sense. I ain't gonna do it. You feel me? Especially God know my Google history. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I can't pass judgment on nobody. But I'm getting to the point where I'm asking the question of is it helpful or what else is there? You know what I'm saying? Because if we sit and think about the the beauty that is a single person, the beauty and the immense complexity that is one single person, like you. There's two of you. I can see how many people watching. There's two people watching this right now. Thank you both. And the two of y'all combined are infinitely more complex and amazing and confusing than any film, any game, any song we could ever hope to produce. You know what I'm saying? There are so many layers, so many dimensions, so many different things to the human person. And now it's more so like I don't know how to articulate. I'm trying to figure out how to say it. It's more of how do we get to what the Almighty is guiding us towards? You know what I'm saying? How do we actually get there? And is this helping? And the church is like, here you go. And Jesus is like, come here, I'm here. And the saints are like, that way, over there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they call the saints uh like what did somebody say? Like the church is the path and the saints are like the signpost or something. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got a post. Hold on. I wonder, is it possible to keep these like constantly up? Because like I touch them and then they fade away. So hold on. Oh no, my bad. Oh, I touched something. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, okay. I think I just got to keep touching it. Okay. Hold on. Hold up. I read half of it. Hold on, I'm almost there. Okay. So what do you mean exactly? Um, Hold on. Oh, wait. There we go. What do you mean exactly by like bombarded? You mean like all the information or the shift? Because it can be, yeah, I think it can be a pretty big shift or adjusting to it. Like with fasting, you know what I'm saying? I've been Orthodox 7 years actually. I got baptized in February 2012, right? And then I came. No, wait, wait a minute. Yeah. I got baptized February 2012, and I came to Japan in March 2013. Yeah, that's right. Um, and I'm still like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing, bro. Like with the fasting, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I can't do nothing right, especially because I came to Japan. You know, like in America, I remember I was in America when I went to church. There's a church service every week, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. You know, and you know, I always had a way to go to church. Either my mom or my daddy would take me, or my friends from church would come pick me up and take me. I always had a ride there. Always had a ride back. I could always go to church. I always had that routine. Um, but you know, coming here to Japan, it's like, mm, well, when I was in Fukushima, I didn't have that opportunity because the closest Orthodox church was like an hour and a half away. And oh, hold on, bro. Anyway, yeah. Okay. Now I feel you. Now I feel you. Right. Um, now I feel you. Yeah. So it's like, you know, does any of this help me? And a lot of it don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the strictest of senses, I think a lot of it don't help. But even even that, you know, being as the church is being in the world, you know what I'm saying? How do we deal with it? And um, I forget who it was, but I remember I read something of like a couple years ago from this. I believe it was like the patriarch of Serbia or one of the metropolitans of Serbia. I think was talking about riding on a bus and it being really noisy, right? And someone saying something like they couldn't focus on praying or something because it was so noisy around them. And then this patriarch or metropolitan said, like, no, let that noise be the Eson to your chanting. You know what I'm saying? So like y'all know, like with the Eson, you'll have that it's like the background uh, um, note. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, that's deep. That's deep. You know, because it's like, yeah, you know, people gonna be noisy. People gonna be you know, the world that we live in. Most of us is not gonna be um, designed or set up for us spiritually. You know what I mean? Like here in Japan, again, I'm a constantly come back to that. Japan is not set up for me to do spiritually well. You know what I'm saying? It's not. If I initially is what I thought is not set up for me spiritually is what I thought in the beginning. Now I'm starting to rethink that. It is perfectly set up for me to struggle in a multitude of ways. Like the more I think about it, it's like this is the perfect prayer place. You know what I'm saying? For me, right? Like you know, for example, like when going to the train, right? I'll get you, y'all try this one. I don't know where y'all at, and I don't know if y'all got trains or whatever. But like what I try to do sometimes is I get on the bus, not the bus, Lord, the train, to go to work sometimes in the morning, and at the train station that I live next to, or the closest one next to my apartment, is usually in the morning there'll be like these two trains, one coming in to the station and one going out, right? And the one coming in, there's always this around 7 o'clock to about 7:40 ish. There's this massive flood of people that come out, right? So the train will stop at the station, and there's just people just running out, right? And I figured, you know, I don't always do it, Lord help me, but I figured that's a good opportunity to pray for those people. You know, just sitting there, just looking at each individual, because if we remember, each individual person is incredibly complex has their own stuff they got to do, has their own families, has their own worries, has their own fears, has their own um, sins and beautiful points and all this stuff, and they need to be prayed for just like we need to be prayed for. You feel me? So it's just like Lord, Lord, Lord. Or I learned that we could bless people. You know what I'm saying? Like not the way the priest does it, but like kind of like doing like that. Um, like okay, that was that was weird. Are y'all still there? Are y'all still there? That was weird. I don't know what happened. So I think it just randomly cut off. Okay. But cool. I can actually reconnect. I didn't know I could reconnect. Okay, so I'm sorry. Sorry for that. Um, okay, cool. Glad y'all are back. My bad. I don't know what happened. But so I learned that we could bless people. So for example, um I've learned that parents could bless their children, you could bless your spouse or things like that. And okay, good. Okay, good. So I'm like, yo, when people go out of the train, just bless them like that, like Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy, and they don't know what I'm doing, and that's okay. They don't need to know what I'm doing, or like with elementary schools. When I go to elementary schools, right, and a lot of them adorable little children will come up and just mass you, like, and just mob you. You feel me? And so what I've done, because a lot of them, because I'm the foreigner, right? They'll want to shake my hand. And the secret, I'm gonna give y'all this one. If you want to bless and pray for somebody, incognito, right? I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you one. So I have this, like they would grab my hand to shake it, and I would do like this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I'll hold them, and while I'm shaking their hand, I'll just kind of do like that over them. Why? Because my thinking is somebody got to pray for him. Someone needs to give him that love. You feel me? And here's another opportunity in society that's not designed for us, so we think. Like if I go into a classroom, you feel me? Before I go into a classroom, like I'll kind of bow and cross myself, or before like with the especially because I normally teach at high schools, so like the high schools that have the gates, right? A lot of Japanese schools have the little entrance gates. And so, right when I cross the gate, I'll kind of bow and cross myself like I'm entering a church. I'm not entering a church, but I'm entering a holy space from my perspective, in the sense I'm entering a place that requires um, me to be at my best, professionally and spiritually. You know what I'm saying? So it's a situation where I must be prayerful, and and I pray God give me strength to do that. Um, and here's a thought. I wanted to talk about this for a while, but I never made a video about it because I'm extremely lazy. But I'm gonna tell y'all in the hopes and prayers that my phone don't like, give out on me. Um, who prays for prostitutes? Just, just gonna let y'all, just gonna let that one sit there for a second. Who prays for them? We need to pray for them too, don't we? Um, because I think one thing that we forget is the humanity of all humans. You know what I'm saying? Because like another thing here, and I've probably mentioned this, but I don't remember. I keep repeating stories because I don't keep track of stuff I've said before. Is like 6 years, 5 years ago, when I got no about 6 years ago, no 6 years ago when I got here, um, for my first job, I was teaching an English conversation school, and we had a um, training facility in Omiya, in Saitama, near Tokyo, like right next to Tokyo. And we were staying in this little share house, training house, and I didn't have a computer. I didn't have a computer, I didn't have a phone. So I wanted to, Skype with my mom and dad and tell everybody what's up. I'm good. I made it here and everything. Well, I had a phone, but it was only used for like emergencies. And so I went to the station, and next to the station was this internet cafe. Let that one sink in for a second. Um, and so I went to internet cafe, went there, you know what I'm saying, a couple times to Skype my mom and daddy. Um, Funnily enough, those computers have porn buttons on them, like designated porn buttons. I'll get back to that in a second. And if you go into the bathrooms, some of them they have posters up of stuff. I'll get back to that in a second. And so one day I left, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna go back to my the little share house. And I was walking by. I walked past a corner, and these two, three ladies came out and asked me if I wanted a massage. Let you think about that for a second. And I was like, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Bye. Right? I walked by. And I've only had that I can remember 3 or 4 times where God has kicked me in my chest. Like physically, God has kicked me in my chest. Now, I'll explain what I mean by that. So I was walking. I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. I was walking by, and I walked. Uh, it was March. No, yeah, it was March. So it was still kind of cold when I did this when I was there. And I was walking by, I walked past this vending machine. So vending machines in Japan are pretty cool. They'll have they're kind of color coordinated, where you'll have the blue stickers or the blue lights will be cold drinks, the orange red ones are the hot drinks, right? So I was walking by, and I got this feeling. They said, "Go buy them coffee." And I was like, "No, I'm good." No. And I kept walking. I said, "Now go buy him coffee." That feeling got a little bit stronger. I was like, "Nah, bruh, I'm good. I'm good. No, thank you." And then I kept walking, and I felt this in my chest that said, "Negro, stop right now." I'm like, I'm like, all right, and that feeling was like, "Go get them coffee now." I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And so I went back, and I think there's three of them. Then I got three of the little cans of like Boss coffee, right? And I went back, and a girl came out, put her arm around my waist, and said, "Would you like a massage?" It's like 3,000 yen, like $30. Like, I was like, I was like, I was like, no, I'm good, but here, drink this. And my Japanese was a lot worse back then, and I was like, try not to do anything bad, because I couldn't confirm it, but I'm like, come on, like they're standing on the corner. Come on, bro. So I'm like, y'all have this, and and I think about that, and I think especially, and I could be completely wrong. This is just me coming from the states, right? Where if you work in that industry, you're cut off from being human, in a sense, right? Your value is lessened, and then coming into the church, it's like, no, that's not right. Because if we are to believe that all are made in the image of God, all are deserving of hearing the beauty of Christ, then that means everybody, everybody. Yeah, I mean, and that means the prostitutes, the porn stars, the drug users, the drug dealers, everybody. Yeah, I mean, and that's gotten me thinking a lot, in recent years. Especially like with porn, because that's a big thing here in Japan. That's a huge thing here in Japan. Um, Hold on. Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly. And that's how I kind of think about it. It's like you have lost sheep, and who's going to go out there? Like we got to go out there in some way. Now, admittedly, I'm weak. I'm forgive my language. I'm a bitch. I'm weak. I'm scared. I'm scared. I scare extremely easily. I worry. Like I see the news, all this other stuff happen, and I'm constantly worried. constantly scared all the time. And that's my weakness. God help me. But I think in what we can do, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I got a message. Okay. And I think in what we can do, we should try. Like for me, right? Like if I teach um, the little elementary school children, it's just try in my lesson a little bit to insert some of that Christ-like love. They don't have to know where it comes from, but the important thing is that I give it to them, right? Because one thing I think about is like I want to be, God help me, God willing, a good memory, um, and hopefully a guide in some minuscule way. Like, oh, okay, I remember, like, inshallah, God willing, them the elementary school kids in the future, like, man, I remember Justin since he was really nice and he was really kind to me. So, that will make me happy today when otherwise I would have been really, really sad or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to be a good, again, like my priest in America said, like every time you meet someone, you have two, essentially kind of two um, types of options. One option is you can guide someone ever so slightly towards Christ, or you can guide them away. And so that's one thing I want to do is want to slowly guide towards in whatever tiny, tiny way I can. And then another thing, back to the porn, but not specifically porn, but sort of that whole thing is, I think, as well as doing the whole like helping our fellow sheep, because we aren't the shepherd, we are sheeps as well. We still easily get misled. I know I do, but we need to try and guide our fellow flock, our fellow sheep, back to the shepherd. And I think one thing that we need to do, learn to do, I know I need to do this, is to learn to actually see who's in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, again, with the whole sexuality thing here in Japan, like there's lots of porn, there's lots of porn magazines, lots of sexualized stuff everywhere. Like you go to convenience stores and it's just there. Like I think in the States they try to cover it up with something like a little black like a little black plastic bag or something. But here, no, it's just there. But now that I think about it, that is a person. That's that porn star, that actor, actress is a person. They were a baby. They were a child. They went to high school. They studied. They laughed. They probably still do laugh and cry, and they felt lonely, I'm sure, at some points. They probably had some weekends where they just lazily uh, lazed around. Is that a thing? Is that a word? I feel like that's not a word. Lazed around? Y'all know what I mean, right? Where they just, chilled around their house doing nothing, right? I'm sure there were nights where those porn stars, actors, actresses looked up at the skies, looked up at the stars in amazement, right? Similar things that we have done. And I think that it's important, at least for me, to learn or to remember that those are people. Those are beautiful images of the Almighty that have been stained, as have I have been stained. We all have been stained. But that beauty of that image, that divine image, does not go away, as we are taught. And it's sort of like, how do I talk to that? How do I see that image? How do I look past the dirt and the grime, and how do I see the gold underneath? You know what I'm saying? And God help us. God help us with that. Um, because I think if you can do that, if we can look at the image again and rediscover that image in someone, then I think through God's help it can make miracles happen in people. You know what I'm saying? um, because it's there's so much good, there's so much beauty in the human person. Thanks be to God that it's a shame that we lose sight of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're a drug dealer, or you did this, or you did that. But so we lose sight of it. But there's so much beauty there. That's why, to go back to the hip hop music, right? To all this, like the Hello Bitches and all this other music. I'm like, but there's so much there. There's so much there. There's so much depth. Like, there's so much more than just, you know what I'm saying? I got all these diamonds, or I get all these bitches, or I got all these cars. There's so much more. Like, bro, what are you doing? There's so much more. You know, I don't know, man. I just wanted to share that with y'all. Um, because this Lent, particularly this year, I don't know why, but this year is really making me think about the stuff I don't normally think about, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like with food, like I really am bad with snacks. You know what I'm saying? I really am bad with controlling myself and what I eat. I really am bad at self control of thought and of action. And you know, it also gets into other stuff, like I really am bad at passing judgment on people. You know what I'm saying? I really am bad at assuming stuff of people. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's why I'm partial, like this season, this Lenten season, I need it. We need it. You know what I'm saying? To reaffirm, yo, we got some stuff we need to clean up in ourselves. And we need to stop looking at other people, because if we ain't got the same trash, we very much likely or capable of getting the same trash in us. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for watching. Again, y'all too. Thank y'all very much. Because this is, how long have I been doing this? About 45 minutes. This is like the longest stream I've ever done. I appreciate y'all for watching. Um, and you know, may God help us. You know, may the Lord help y'all. Y'all family. We allowed to bless family, right? And get through this Lent. May we learn. If we fall, you know, let us get back up. Um, you know, and let's keep struggling, baby. Let's keep struggling. It's good, folks. We gonna get through it. God's gonna greet us on the other end, and oh, it's gonna be good. But I love y'all. Y'all take care, and I will be back with another video eventually, because I don't know when I upload stuff. I think next I'm gonna do another of the Shigin videos, because I want to continue showing that with y'all, and the more the Japanese stuff that I do, because it's I don't share enough of that with y'all. So actually, wait, before I go, let me actually show that to you. So I got two things. I got two things I want to show you. Um, where'd my other book go? Oh, I know where it is. All right. Y'all still there? Oh, y'all still there. Cool. All right. So before I go, the two things I wanted to show you was this, which you may have seen before, and this. So I'll start with this one. So this is my music book, and this is actually like a teacher version. I'm not supposed to have it because I'm not a teacher, but I bought it from my teacher because I wanted it, and it has the I don't know if y'all probably can't read it, but it has the explanations of the poems. So here you'll have the poems and the like I've said before in the past, the red marks are the notes. Can I turn my camera around? Oh yeah, cool. Okay. So like here again, like I've said before, this is the music, right? And then this is the explanation for it. So I got this book, and I'm slowly trying to get into it. Practice the singing because I like to sing, man. I like to sing. And this one here, this is the service book in Japanese. So I'll show y'all that. I've been thinking about doing stuff about this book. I've just never done it. So here it is. This is the Divine Liturgy of Saint John Chrysostom in Japanese. And this is more of the older Japanese, so this Japanese is a little bit more difficult from the modern Japanese. So here, give me a little pencil. Something interesting. So if we all know that Chrysostom means gold mouth, right? So this is Wagase Shimpu. So Wa is like an older form of our holy priest, holy father. Say Shimpu. This is like priest. Kinko. This is gold mouth. Ioan, so John, and with the Japanese church, they use a lot of I think the Russian pronunciation. So it's the Slavic pronunciation. So it's different from Western ears may be used to. So Kinko Ioan no Sei Tairegi. So Sei Tairegi is like holy body, and Reiki is like ceremony or appreciation, right? And so this is it. And this is probably actually gonna be a lot longer than I thought it would be, this video. But anyway, so here we have the first part, Kimiya Shikusanseyo. So I think this is let us attend. Let us celebrate. Chichi tokoto seishi no kuni wa ageme homeraru. So, blessed is the kingdom of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Imamo itsumo yoyoni. Right, always, now, and ever, and in the ages of ages. Amen. Right. I'm a quit soon, but hold on. I like this is fun. I want to practice it because the church I go to doesn't have really any. Hold on. The church I go to, there we go, doesn't have a lot of young people. So one thing I want to do is, God willing, I want to learn this service. So I don't know, I can help in the future, and it's fun. So here we go. It's like wareda anwa ni shite shuni ran. Right. So wareda again. This is a little bit older. Many people don't really say this now. Wareda, which means us, but this is now this would be much more formal, like really, really formal, and people don't really say this anymore. But it's us and Anwa. Anwa is peace. Normally, if you see it like written out, it would be these two characters would be switched. It would be Heiwa. So normally in normal modern Japanese, if you hear the word peace, it's usually Heiwa or sorry, not this. It's hey. Wa. So wa, which is this, and hey. So hey wa, which is peace. But anwa is another way to say peace, right? Nishte shu ni noran. So let us pray to the Lord. And then we have shu aware meyo. Shu aware meyo. So Lord have mercy. So ue yori kudaru anwa to wareran ga tamashi no, what was it? I think I made a mistake here. I made a mistake. It's a kudaru. Okay, whatever. Tamashi no kudaru no tameni shu niran. So, um, for the peace from above and for the salvation of our souls, let us pray the Lord. Lord have mercy. Right. So, yeah, those are two things I wanted to show you. I think, um, like I said, in the future, at some point, I'm gonna do something with this. Talk more about this because I want to share more about the church. At least I try to. I want to. I want to help, and I want to share more about this because I think I don't know. Actually, I don't know if it's partially because of pride. Um, you know. Um, I don't know if it's partially because of pride that I want to do something about both of these, but or if it's out of a genuine desire to help. But I want to try and do something, with because the language here is really really beautiful, and the language here is really really beautiful, and I don't know. But God willing. So y'all pray for me on that. Pray I don't give in to selfishness and pride. Um, yeah, yeah, man. Liturgy is beautiful in every language. It's amazing. But anyway, all right. So that's it. It's 52 minutes. Dang, I'm actually doing like a stream. This is like legit live stream territory when you start getting to 50 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all. Thank y'all both for watching. I appreciate it. So y'all hit me up, message me if y'all want me to do a live stream again. Tell me what to talk about. I'm getting into my spring vacation because here in Japan, school ends in March, February, March, and begins in April. So the new school year doesn't start for me until like the middle of April. So I got a lot of free time. So if y'all want me to do another live stream, y'all want me to talk about something, hit me up, holla at me. I got a lot of free time, bro. Anyway, I love y'all. Have a good, blessed Lent. Let's struggle together, and I'll holla at y'all later.